So, I hinted it in the last video for Eleanor. Bought myself a new toy just to keep me going while I can't work in Eleanor. A 1990 Mini Checkmate, which has been upgraded to a 1275 Cooper. Been having a wee look for a wee while at some. This is the best one I came across. As you can see, it's had stuff added to it, it's had the body kit added to it, tinted windows. And being Scotland, obviously it's raining, but if you can see, I've been around the bodywork. It's been looked after, well treated. There's a few surface strips bubbling underneath the A panel here. It's just rub that, just look into the scuttle here. Not any issues here, but I've noticed there's slight splits on the seals here. A bit of fiddly to change, but the seals aren't too expensive. So coming to the front, I did see see for the light here, but there's damaged rust around here. If I can get that treated and touched up, it'll obviously last a bit longer. Coming around to this side, just needs a good clean, to be honest. The wheels, I've seen better and I've seen worse. Background to this side again, I've seen at the bottom of the A panel there's rust starting to bubble through here. Onto the roof. The roof's in quite reasonable condition as well, but all the spots seem to be relatively good that normally give trouble. The engine was running quite smoothly. Yeah. But I think one of the, well, I know one of the vacuum hoses was loose, the one from the ECU that leads to the fuel trap, so I've ordered a new one of them. Got quite a bit of movement from that bar there. I don't know if there's supposed to be any tolerances or movement there. I will need to check that, or if anyone out there can advise if they've got slight movement in their engine. More at higher rev, sort of rocks back and forward. This area, the extra engine steady bar needs a bit of attention going back here. That's where the movement's coming from, but I don't know if there's supposed to be some movement or not. I need to check that. Had new spark plugs and distributor leads that have been put in it. Just needs a general service and a general tidy up in here. I managed to free up the heater valve, which was sticking back, still blowing cold air inside, so I think it could be the thermostat because it's quite hot here, but the pipes on the other side are not heating up at all. So quite pleased with that. What else I found inside? I've not been over the whole car yet, but I did notice under the floor here was quite wet. I've taken the sound deadening out and dry, and I've put a towel in. It's not wet at the moment, so I need to try and source where that's coming from. There's no holes that I've seen. It may just be from people's feet, or it may be from the seals, but again I couldn't find anything obvious, so I'll need to double check that. Because that's wet inside and because the heater's blowing cold air, it steams up very quick in here, so that's a bit annoying. There's no heater radio in that, but I've managed to source a radio for that. As you can see, it's generally quite a nice car. I need to get a hold of some of these so you can open and close the doors from inside. The door locking mechanism. Generally overall pleased. I still need to get underneath the car and I still need to have a look there. It did have advisories for the subframe corrosion but not seriously weakened, so knowing minis that could be a concern, but until I check I'll not know. Into the boot. Just needs a good cleaning here. There was a slight puddle in here which I've dried off. It was kind of around the drain plug here. We'll see if that is coming from the outside or if it's coming from the inside. I suspect it's coming from the inside because there's no obvious signs underneath. It's possibly been wet in here and it's just stayed in here, but I'll double check that. Again, that just needs cleaned up in here. Just surface rust, which I'll get all that cleaned up. The battery, I did notice the terminals here are as tight as they go, but they lift on and off. So I will need to amend that. I don't think that is the correct battery terminals on there. So I'll have to order them. They're quite cheap, but can't go over a bump and have that bouncing off. I also noticed that the battery strap's missing, so I may look into that as well. But again, overall pleased with the state inside the boot, no issues. I'll take you for a tour underneath the car. Advisories for its corrosion to the subframe on its last MOT. So, knowing how bad they are under here, that was quite concerning. However, as you can see, it's just mainly flaking paint and surface damage. Plan will be, when I'm able, is to just get that lightly sanded, get some rust treatment on it and get some hammerite or treatment on there. Moving on to the back floor, again we can see it's heavily treated, there's not any concerns there at least. But coming along to the other side of the subframe, pretty much similar all the way along. You can see, like I say, that is just flaking. Quick wire brush, some rust treatment and paint, and that'll be fine. Just to give it a bit more life. So, no concerns there. Again, the other side of the floor into the rear heel board, no concerns at all. Even looking at the brake pipes and fuel lines, they've been heavily treated as well. Battery box, the rear floor, no any issues that concern me back here. The exhaust, again, surface rust all the way along. It is quite low, it's been lowered the car, so it has had a few grazes even in the short distance I have with speed bumps, but I'm sure anyone that drives minis has that problem. You just have to find out how best to take them. So I'm very pleased with what I see at the rear underside here. Right, so we're going to go and have a look under the front of the car just now. Going under the front, looked along the front valance. It does look quite good on this side. The part of the kit that was put on it is in our wheel arches, which I can't really see too much underneath, but hopefully the plastic's protecting most of the wheel arches. It certainly looks okay from the inside. Bit oil under here, as can be expected. I think it's just been raining, going through the roads and stuff. The main concern was going to be the subframe, the same as the rear. It had the advisories for rust, but again it's just flaking surface rust. And the sections, as you can see here and on the other side, are the main bits, so I mean that'll just wire brush off, and I'll get some rust treatment and some tough paint on that. So there's nothing on that area I was worried about. There's a bit of rust to the front valance on this side. If you can see here, it's completely, it's not the best angle unfortunately, but it's completely corroded away under there. So I'll need to get into that to try and do something with that when I'm able to. But pretty much what I was expecting under here. I was able to get in and see right up into the engine to see where the temperature sensor is, and the oxygen sensor tucked away there as well. That's as you can see, very very tight for space. If you can see in there as well, the exhaust manifold looks in a bit of a sorry state. It's not a great condition at all and not the easiest to get out just with access, but I wanted a car that I could drive and that I could work on when I'm able to. And that's certainly what I got. Going back to the floor, it's still well lit, undersealed along here. There's not any issues with the brake pipes or the fuel pipes. I can maybe get a coat of paint at some point on the linkage rod for the gears, the gear stick. And if you can also see here, the gator seems to have come loose in here, so I'll need to get that fixed before grime and dirt gets into it. The exhaust isn't too bad along here. You can see this bit here is where it's always been catching on the ground. It's at its lowest point here. But not too bad all in all. Nothing that's beyond repair. Mind you, I suppose nothing is with a Mini, but it just depends on how much time and how willing you are to get it done. Looking up into the shock absorbers, they're quite rusty at the joins as well. And if I can have a look up there, I wasn't sure what kind of suspension was on this car, given that it had been upgraded, but it is the rubber cones and trumpets. I can't actually see if they're adjustable from here, but I can check that once the wheels are off at a later stage. But yeah, quite pleased with what I see under here, nothing that really alarms me. Bumps, the Minis anyway. These ones aren't too bad, there's one a bit further along that you have to be careful on. Smiles from everywhere you go. Certainly, anytime one drives past me, I have to smile. And kids seem to love it as well, so a winner all round.